Hey, my name is Trevor, and I'm going to document my steps that I took to make this Squier Paranormal Super Sonic Squier. Sorry. A hardtail guitar. So I bought this, and first thing I did was, I tore out some of the electronics to make it the guitar I wanted. I wanted a volume and a tone and a single humbucker, so I used the neck humbucker, which was about 8K, and got rid of the one that was, heavier. 14K or something to make it have okay tone. Did a little repair to it, did some decorating on it. It's pink. I think it's hilarious. When I walked in Guitar Center, I was like, it's like a pink Fender Firebird. First thing I did was I tried this method where you take 5 springs and you try to make it a hardtail and it wouldn't stay in tune. And then I went and did the wood block method, and damn thing wouldn't stay in tune. I was beside myself that I thought this guitar was so cool and it wouldn't stay in tune. I took it out and I was subbing in for a band and played it for a night, and it was just it was terrible. It wouldn't stay in tune even with 11s on it. So I found out that Hipshot made this kind of block to convert it, and so I went to go buy one because I was like, I think they're supposed to be like $20 or something. I was like, I have to have it. This is the solution. This is my answer. I'm just going to make this thing a hardtail. I can't stand Fender wonky tremolo system. I collect Gibson guitars. I love Gibson guitars. I love hardtail stuff, simple wraparound bridge. And so I tore this thing apart and decided I was just going to do it myself. So I went on the eBay and bought some wood that was kind of the correct style wood. It's the body's made of poplar, so I bought some poplar and I sandwiched it together and made it a block that would fit, and kind of whittled it down and sanded it and got it to fit in the hole, and kind of glued it and pounded it in place, and I filled the gap, and you can see that there's still gap on either side. It's not perfect, but I figured that hip shot part was not going to be perfect either. So what would it really matter? And as long as it did the job. So here's the bottom side of the guitar once that block was in place. And, this gave me kind of hope. I was like, I can do this. And there's a little gap there where, the hole in the top, is a different size. You can see where I kind of cracked the body by hitting it too hard. So the only wood that I could find that was the right thickness was a little piece of maple. So I carved out a little piece of maple and, made it so it fit and made it so it'd be snug. And I glued it in place. And went about kind of, sanding the top to make sure that it was going to be, level. And hit it with that same pink nail polish. I bought it like Walgreens, official guitar touch-up paint, wink, wink. I filled the original bridge bolts holes with a dowel. I don't know what kind of wood the dowel was made out of, but it was probably basswood or some kind of hardwood dowel. Sawed it off with the type of saw that you're supposed to, level to the body with. I had this half Telly Wilkinson bridge ashtray kind of half thing from a project that I had done before. I had it on the other project and I liked it, but then I went with something else. And so I had this kind of laying around, and it was in parts and I didn't have all the saddles for it, so I got it, drilled the holes, drilled a pilot hole for you can see the ground wire popping out so that it would be properly grounded. Got the ground wire through the body and got it kind of sitting in the back cavity, so it's neat and it's out of the way and it's not going to cause any trouble. And I also kind of painted the bottom of the block with the same stuff because I was like, you're going to peek through that stupid little hole in the back plate where you'd restring it through. I got the bridge attached to it and restrung it up. And I basically, it's kind of like a humbucker style junior or whatever. And it's ready to rock, and I enjoy playing it now, and I hope that it inspires people to do the same. I mean, I bought a guitar that was horrible and wouldn't stay in tune, and I was like, this is terrible, but I love it. It's pink. It's hilarious, and I like that the strap pins on the back of the guitar so I can hold it at an angle. instead of, it's just the way I hold the guitar. I guess, I have poor form. I bought a second one just in case, because I was like, man, this thing's going to be classy, and I'm going to be mad when they discontinue it and they go up in value, and I, can't get another one. So there it is.